Alright, let's get right into it. This is MRA round 3. This is my first race of the weekend, Middleweight Supersport. So, as usual, I get a bad start. This is kind of my throwaway race. For one reason or another, every round I've done poorly in this race. This is at High Plains Raceway. This is the West course. So this is the first lap here. I'm in, what, 8th, something like that right now. And just keep getting swallowed up. We'll watch the first few laps here, or the first few corners, I mean, of the first lap. So there we go. There goes somebody passing me. And then pretty soon you'll see Dennis, or no, sorry, Tyrell go by. And then after this corner, you'll see Dennis go by. And so it's just one bike after another. This is just damage control now, just trying to do the best I can to keep in front of these guys that are flying by me. I was feeling good in practice, and there's the Ducati going by me. I was feeling good in practice, but just couldn't get there mentally during this first couple laps of the race, and even at the end of the race, my pace just wasn't great. I did come from a long way back and get this Ducati back here, but then Dennis is just too fast for me right now. But this is a couple laps later here. There's Jesse and Dennis in that same corner, turn 8, which is like top of 3rd gear down to middle of 1st gear corner. So I'm fairly good on the brakes there and can usually pass people. But here we go. There's Dennis in front of me still. Same corner on the next lap from what you just saw. Made it by him, and then it's Steven in front of me on that purple R6, or blue or purple. I'm colorblind, I can't tell, but it looks purple to me. Right on the back of him, and here we are on the straight, and pretty soon you will see Dennis go by again. So at this point, I'm just trying to do the best I can, trying to finish in front of as many people, obviously, but not towards the front. I think at this point in the race, I'm probably in like 10th. So get by Dennis, and I get by Steven right there, under braking, back end steps out quite a lot there. A couple times you can see me backing in a little bit, not because I'm trying to be impressive, just because it happens. There's the finish of the race. I got 8th place, so not great, but whatever, it's fine. This is the Middleweight 2X, so it's twice the distance of a normal race, so it's about 30 minutes long. And starting on the front row, but I get a bad start as usual. So right now I'm 4th, now I'm 5th. Dennis gets by me, Jeremiah, so I think it's Salvador, and then Mike, and then Dennis, and then Jeremiah, and then me, I think. And then it stays that way for another lap. Jeremiah goes past Dennis, so this is the next lap, and hand up because there's a red flag. There's a bike down, so they red flag the race after a lap. And so this is the second restart, or the second start, the first restart right here. My temperature is flashing. This just because we sat on the grid for a while, so don't be concerned about that. Bad start again. 4th place, 5th, 6th place, 7th place, 6th place. So anyway, my starts are bad. That's definitely the thing I have to work on most. You'll see I get a little better throughout the weekend. You'll see in these later races I do a little better. But here we go behind Jesse. Temperature is still flashing, but now we're getting some fresh air, so it's coming down. So just trying to tuck in the draft and carry as much speed as I can, brake as late as I can into this corner. And there we go, one bike down. So right now I'm in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm in 6th or 7th there. Here's Mike on his Honda. Get by him under braking here. Bit of a stuff pass. And then we're behind Steven again here. And and so I'm just trying not to be held up by anyone, but just to pick through people and get up as fast as I can towards the front. Steven got a little bit of a bad drive, had to check up there, so I went up the inside of him. So now I believe I am in 5th place. Actually, no, I was in 4th because I finished the race in 4th, and this is the last lap of the race here. So ended up 4th in the Middleweight 2X. Kind of a lonely race. I think it was Jeremiah, then Salvador, then Dennis, then me. This is Amateur GTU, first race of the day on Sunday. Starting on pole because I'm leading the championship, and finally got a decent start. So I'm 3rd going into the first corner behind Steven and Jesse. So this is the race that I'm kind of like, I have to win this race. I won't be happy unless I win. So I'm throwing everything I can at it. But here we go, trying to pass Jesse. Again, that same spot on this back straightaway. Get up to about 140 before we get on the brakes there. So it's a pretty quick thing on a 600. That's GPS, obviously not speedometer speed. So this is a few laps later. Now I'm in 2nd behind Steven. Coming up to this corner, just try to outbrake him here. And there we go. So now we are leading the race. You can see him back there still, but I'm in 1st at the moment. Foreshadowing, because that will change soon. So this is later. This is a lap and a half later. Look behind me and just see nothing but his number plate right behind me. So he gets by me here. It's a good move by him, just drafting past me on that back straightaway, and then I was offline going through that corner, so he got a little bit of gap. But then pretty shortly after that, I got back on him. He got a bit of a bad drive coming out of the front straightaway, and so I just stayed in it as long as I could. Held that inside line, made the corner, took back first. And then at this point, I was in free, clear air, so I just got on it, ran some quick laps, and put a bit of a gap. So I got first place in that. Here is the finish, me coming across the line in 1st. So still leading that championship. Now we go to Middleweight Superbike, which was probably the most fun race of the weekend for me. So I'm starting in 3rd on the front row. So there's Ken Yee. He's the fastest guy in this class. Then Salvador, then Steven, then me. So I'm in 4th at the moment. Just trying to get up to speed as quick as I can. And I'm a bit offline here, so I get kind of a bad drive onto this back straightaway. And so you'll see here pretty soon a certain little Dennis comes alongside me and goes by me. So then now I'm in 5th place. No, fifth. But I get right back by Dennis, so I'm in 4th now, behind Ken, Salvador, and Steven. So I just put my head down, try and run some fast laps. Steven checks up there a little bit onto this front straightaway. I check up a little bit, but managed to outbrake him, get by him into turn 1. So I'm in 3rd right now, and then catch up to Salvador a few laps later. And this is the only spot I'm faster than him, is into this braking zone. So I tried to outbrake him, but I left it a little last minute. You can see me kind of backing it in, the back end sliding around. So he cut it up the inside after I overshot the corner. So here we go, back up onto the front straightaway, and I followed him lap after lap after lap. There's Jeremiah getting by me, so I'm now in 4th place. I think I was in 3rd before, now I'm in 4th. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Jeremiah got by me, and so And then Jeremiah got by Salvador, so now I'm chasing down Salvador again. And this here is the last lap of the race. I've been right on Salvador's tail the entire race. So I brake a little earlier there so I don't overshoot the corner. Try to do a block pass, but Salvador's right there. He recovered great and had the inside line. I just got pushed wide out into the dirty side of the track. Just couldn't recover very well. So I gave it everything I had, but I came in fourth. Salvador held me off. He ran great. So that was probably the most fun race of the weekend. If you want to watch the full thing's on my YouTube. But it's so fun. We went and chatted afterwards. It was great. So here's my last race of the weekend, Amateur GTO. So this has 600s and 1000 cc bikes in it. So Gage is to the left of me on an R1. Then there's Jesse right next to me, and then there's that Gixxer 1000. Managed to get by him, finally get a decent start, and so I'm in second place right now behind Gage. And I think so far Gage has won every race, and I've come in second every race. So this is later that lap. Gage is in front of me, so watch closely. I'll kind of zoom in on him. He loses the rear coming out of this corner and gets bucked up out of the seat, but he recovers super quick, gets back into it, and he just runs lap after lap after lap in first, and I'm in second, and that's how the race finishes. So it's pretty boring for me. Here's the end of that race. These are lappers that I'm passing right now, but come across the line in second after running behind Gage the whole time. So that's the end of my weekend. This race got red flagged early, so I ended up second. And then I threw in here my fastest lap of the weekend in case you want to see it. I'll kind of commentate it. This is Middleweight Superbike. This is the second lap of the race. So this is that pass on Steven. So brake hard into turn one. I'm in second gear. I'm running a 15:43 gear ratio on my R6 right now. So second gear here. Kind of clip that apex and just get on the throttle as soon as you can. The more speed you can carry onto this back straight helps you out a ton because it's such a long straight. So if you're carrying only 2 or 3 miles an hour faster than normal, it'll help you out a ton. So I brake there, down 2 gears, clip the apex, back on the throttle, back on the brakes, and then just lean it over, carry as much roll speed through here as you can, get back on the throttle. There's some corners here that are very roll speed, helpful to have a lot of roll speed, and some that are more point and shoot. But let's see, so here I get up to third gear, just trying to get on the throttle as soon as I can. It kind of pushes the back end around, down 2 gears all the way down to first. And then I short shift, I go up 2 gears here because I want to be in third going back up onto the front straightaway. So I get into third, and then when I flop over to the left, I just get on the throttle, let it eat full throttle. So anyway, that is my fast lap. It was a 127.8, I think. So I ended the weekend with a win, a second, 2 fourths, and an 8th place. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.